Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to do a small comparison video between physical filters such as the Velium, in this case Magrota with the Pro Mist 1/4 and Pro Mist 1/8. I'll also have some footage from my good friend Mika, who shot on the Blackmagic with the DZWOLLE film lenses and the Sigma 18-35 lenses. And we're going to compare these filters with an app that I found through Blake Westop, I think it's Westendorp. Well, his name's pretty hard, but... Okay, so editor Alex here. His name is not Blake, it's not Westendorp, it's Blaine Westrop. So that's the guy I found it at. And now back to the video, and sorry for the confusion with the name. Anyway, I found this app called Scatter, or this plugin called Scatter for DaVinci Resolve, and I decided I really want to try it. I did reach out to Scatter, but I didn't get a message yet, and I was quite curious about this filter, or like this plugin. I'm gonna get to it soon, so I actually decided to buy it, and I'm gonna do a fairly good comparison here in between real filters and with the plugin, and give my judgment if I think it's worth it. Okay, so what is Scatter? Scatter is a plugin for DaVinci Resolve only at the moment, but you can have it on Windows and Mac. And what Scatter does is that you in post add all the kind of filtration that you want. If you want a black Pro Mist, if you want a Pro Mist, if you want a glimmer glass, the list goes on. It's literally this long, this list with different filters. And for, somehow they kind of managed to make it pretty magical and look very spot on to the original footage with the mist filters, or what do you want to use in front of it. And I know Mika, my dear friend Mika, he's on this channel a lot, but he's never on this channel. It's like, well, I do love the look of a filter, and it's always going to look better. Yeah, probably a filter is going to look a bit different, but the thing with a filter is that if you shoot with a filter, you can't remove it. Whereas if you shoot clean and add the filter in post, because this program or this plugin is really powerful from what I've tested so far, that means that you can actually, one, you don't lose light, you don't lose white balance, you don't lose the possibility if you need something sharp, and you just add it in post. And I've actually once shot with a filter that was a bit too it was a bit too aggressive, so I spent an entire day at my client, looked in my little monitor, looked amazing, but then when I get to the computer to post, it's unusable for what we're supposed to use it for. So I had to call my client like, hey guys, I fucked up, so we actually need to reshoot everything. And as you can see, like, people do not tend to be super happy with that, but we managed to make it work, and yeah, they're still a client, and they're still, good and dear to me. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm looking at the display. I'm actually vlogging on the Arri again today, so I'm vlogging on the size 50mm 1.4 planar. I love the lens. It's vintage, but it's sharp, and it's quite easy to use for zooming. No, not zooming, but focusing. And I think it looks like I'm better in focus here than here, so I might be here. But yeah, okay, so Scatter. I'm gonna show you some test footage now. I'm gonna start with Mika's, and I'm gonna show you 3 clips first with the without any kind of filter, and then I'm gonna add the filters and see if you can say which one is the Black Pro Mist and which one is the app. One is gonna be labeled A and B. It's quite simple. And afterwards I'm gonna make a big reveal. So sorry, looking at the watch also, I have a curfew. No, not a curfew, but I promise to be home at 7:30. So yeah, okay, so here's the footage. Then we first put A in, and then we put the B in. Okay, yeah, so now you've seen it. And which one was which? Which one was which? What do you guys think? So A was... No, A was scatter and B was the physical pro mist filter. And as you can see, there is a slight difference, of course, but if you didn't know it, you would definitely get away with it. So here's the next test. And so I'm going to start first without the filter, and then camera A, or like video A, and then video B. So here comes the regular footage. And here comes footage A and B. And guess in the comments which one was which, and let me know if you were right. Okay, I have one more video from Mika to show there, and this time I'm not gonna show without the filter first. I'm just gonna show the A and B. So you don't need to guess this time, but A and B, and you're gonna see the difference. And as you can see now, when the clips is rolling, they are super close. If you know that it is a filter, I mean, if you know that you need to check for different kind of, signs, you can tell the difference. You can dial it in very meticulous on a slider. You can change intensity, you can change focal length and everything to make it match. So I think that if you gave it some time, you would actually make it match, probably unnoticeable. But if you want to do it fast, easy, and just get some nicer skin tones and things like that, I think then it's definitely good enough. Of course, if you have a filter system, they are amazing, and they will always be amazing. But to have the possibility to choose in between, 25 different types of glass with a different types of strength, that's a lot of money to buy. And here you have this app or this plugin, and you can use it. The plugin itself, either you pay $500 US for a perpetual license, which means that you will always get the updates and you have it for lifetime, or you can do as I did and you can purchase a subscription for $200 per year. And I did that because I wanted to see if it was good, and if it's good, I'm definitely going to get the perpetual license. Well, I do know it's good since I'm doing this video, but I do not know if I want to get the perpetual license just yet. But when it comes to scatter, from Video Village, as this app is, I try to find footage on YouTube, but I think I found 3 or 4 videos, and it is a really nice plugin that I don't think a lot of people know about. So if you want to try it, head on over to Video Village website, I suppose. I have no affiliate code, I have no discount code, I have nothing. So if you are interested in not using filters or being locked into, hard record your filters, this is a perfect solution for you. If you want to make it look less digital, and you can mix it with Dehancer or Filmbox or Film Convert, any kind of tool that you might use. You have Bloom, you have Halation in Dehancer, for example, but here you also have to take off that digital edge, even if you don't want to use a super bloomy and filmic emulation. So as this is graded in DaVinci Resolve, and since it's on the Arri, it's barely no grade. But I've added the satin filter, and I can also switch to Black Promise 1.4, Promise 1.8. Glimmer Glass, which I like. I like Glimmer Glass quite a lot. And there's a filter called BM Hollywood. I think it's Blackmagic Hollywood, maybe. But yeah, I'm just going to go with satin because that's the look I wanted for this video. And that's kind of a subtle filter. And yeah, I mean, I've seen it at Matti Hapoja. He uses this filter a lot, and he also used this app. So found it via Blake and via Matti. So I mean, they are both really good. Matti is super big on YouTube, so obviously has a lot of influence. But Blake's not that big, but he does really nice stuff. So okay, so my honest opinion after making this video, I do think it's worth the money if you work with video and you don't want to lock yourself in to have, you know, like have it hard baked into the image with a filter, but have the possibility to do it in post. It is definitely good enough, and it holds up even in like big bloomy lights. It doesn't drop, you know, it doesn't look overdone, it doesn't look too digital. So that's what I like. So if you're like me and want to have a full range of picture to work with, or not full range, but if you want to have all the information and not losing light and not, you know, switching colors in, you know, when you're actually filming, I'd definitely try this one. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you want some extra sample footage, just, you know, I'm so bad in asking this. Comment down below, let me know what you want to see, or if you want to test something, or if you want some of the footage from me so I can share it with you. And also, if you want to see something else, I mean, just send me a comment, send me a direct message, and then, you know, click like and click subscribe. Click like and subscribe. Yeah, you know the drill. Like and subscribe to always be updated with the videos I do. I try to do one video every week, and so far I've been able to do it with maybe, you know, 8 days in between sometimes. But yeah, is there anything else you want to know? Then just, you know, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Tjena, ha det!